A few months ago, one of the executives in our department left on very short notice, which, needless to say, really put our department on the spot as there was no one to replace him. The day he left, the vice president of our department, who is my boss, called me in and told me he was going to try and divide up the work amongst a couple of the people in the department. The two people he had already spoken to did not want the additional responsibility. They didn't exactly turn him down flat, but they told him that they were very busy as it was, and they didn't exactly volunteer. So he asked me if I wanted to handle some of the overload. Well, I've always made it a policy of mine to never turn down anything that looked like an opportunity, and that's what this looked like to me. So I said, yeah, I'll take the whole job. He looked pretty surprised, but I think he was pleasantly surprised. After he left my office, I got together with my secretary and we did some work on my incoming and outgoing phone calls, where all the incoming calls were taken in the morning and the outgoing calls were taken in the evening. And my secretary also took on a lot more responsibility and a lot more of the chores herself, which she was very, very happy to do. And after about 2 weeks of this, my secretary and I were handling twice the calls, twice the meetings, about half again as many personal conferences, and the work week actually seemed to go a lot faster. Last week, the boss called me in again, told me the board was very happy with the work that we've been doing, and offered me a new job, make the job permanent with a new title and a raise to go along with it. So I guess that shows you that necessity is not only the mother of invention, it's the mother of opportunity as well.
I wanted you to hear that man's story because it illustrates one of the best ways I know to stimulate creative thinking. In one word, capacity. In any endeavor you choose to pursue, the success formula is first, do what you do better, and second, do more of it. Improve both the quality and the quantity of your output. That second part means increasing your capacity. Remember our analysis of time excusitis? This is where you can put that cure to work. There is a two-step procedure that can show you how. First, always eagerly accept the opportunity to do more. It's a compliment to be asked to take on new responsibility. Accepting greater responsibility on the job makes you stand out. It shows you're more valuable. Now the second step is this. Concentrate on how can I do more? Ask that question, and creative answers are certain to come. Now, some of these answers may be better planning, organization of your present work, or taking intelligent shortcuts in your routine activities, or possibly dropping some non-essential activities altogether. But again, the solutions for doing more will appear when you ask the question, how can I do more? Earlier, I cited an old business axiom. If you want something done, give it to a busy person. I personally refuse to work on any project with someone who has plenty of time. The lesson I've learned from painful experience over the years is that the person with plenty of time generally wants to keep it that way. He's more interested in avoiding responsibility than he is in increasing his output. All successful, competent people are busy. All the successful businesses I know are busy. These businesses constantly ask themselves, how can they increase their output? Now, why not ask yourself the same question? How can you increase your output?
Capacity is one tool for success. Another is the skill of listening. In any organization, whether it's government or business or the arts or any other endeavor, listening becomes more important and more prevalent the higher you go up the executive ladder. The more responsible the position, the more likely the person holding it is to be a good listener. You will never find an executive in any healthy organization buttonholing someone in the hall and running down all their problems to them. That's the tactic of a mediocre person, the one who's envious of the power and success of others. If you have a conversation with a high-level executive at work, you'll probably find that the executive encourages you to do most of the talking, while he or she does most of the listening. That's the mark of a leader. Success-minded people tend to monopolize the listening, while small-minded people tend to monopolize the talking. The reason for this is that a leader in any field is a kind of human decision-making machine, and for that machine to work, it has to have raw materials, and the raw materials for making decisions are the ideas and opinions of other people, in addition to one's own. Other people won't provide answers and solutions, but they will provide the grist for the leader's creative mill. So if you walk into a a top-level meeting at General Motors or the White House or the local school board, you'll most likely find that the person in charge is listening to what others have to say. That person knows that listening is what will give them the information they need to make tough, important decisions. To develop your own listening skills, try this procedure. First, encourage others to talk. In personal conversations or in group meetings, draw out other people with phrases like, "Tell me about your experience," or "What do you think should be done about this?" or "What do you feel is the key point here?" This will give you two important benefits. Your mind soaks up raw material that you can then use to produce creative thought, and you'll also win the friendship and the respect of others. Next, test your own views in the form of questions. Let other people help you smooth and polish your ideas. Use the "What do you think of this suggestion?" approach. But don't be dogmatic. Don't announce a fresh idea as if it were handed down to you on a golden tablet. Do a little information research first. See how your associates react to the idea. If you do this, chances are you'll end up with a better idea. Finally, concentrate on what the other person says. Listening is more than just keeping your mouth shut. Listening means letting what's said really penetrate your mind. So often, people pretend to listen when they're really not listening at all. They're just waiting for the other person to pause so they can take over the talking. Concentrate on what the other person says. Evaluate it. That's how you collect mind food.
This is who, my mother was a Sunday school teacher. What you want me to be? What? My mother was a Sunday school teacher. She taught church Sunday school. That's what I was raised in. What else I'm gonna be? What? But I have to come in places that are different and let you be who you are. Because I am not right and you are wrong. You are right. You are 1,000% correct in Islam. Islam is 1,000% correct. It's your faith. How can I say different? My faith works for me. It is for me. It is in my heart. It works for me. My God has to judge me for me. Your Highness told me yesterday, he said, I can't repeat everything because it's very private, but he's such a brilliant man. He understood. He said, man, there is a heaven, there is a hell. How you get there, that's up to you. I just want to go to heaven. My life, I had enough hell. I don't want no more. I just want to go see heaven. What it is I'm assuming some of us is going. I'm assuming some of us ain't. You just have to decide. I'm thinking about going though. Now the room kind of got a little tight on this subject right here, so we're going to move past this. I was just telling you who I am. That's who I am. If you can accept that about me, I can accept it about you. Huh? And yesterday, my man Jay, he bought a tailor to my room, and I got, how many did I make, Jay? 4? They making 8 caftans for me. So tomorrow, it's caftans? 8, they made 8 of them me. So tomorrow, I'm gonna have on my caftan tomorrow. I'm gonna be rocking the caftan when you see me tomorrow. Yeah. I haven't quite figured this out yet. I don't know. I've been trying to work that out. Cause a lot of y'all like the way y'all do it. Like the dude right there, he got his cocked up on one side. I like that. Then the other dude, he got hit in one dude had his pulled over. I said, woo! So I gotta figure my style out, you know. But I have my caftan tomorrow. I'm gonna have it later today, so I'm gonna be nice.
I think Steve's gonna start some fashion trends in the UAE tomorrow. Steve.
Yeah, I kind of messed up though because I was trying to get some more stuff put on it, you know, some embroidery, and he told me you cannot do it. I wanted to put some, you know, some designs on it. He told me I can't do that, so I'm gonna have to. I got one white one, but I got a lot of other colors. Just wanted to try something other than white. Y'all see me, I'm gonna have on a blue one. I got green, yellow, gold, blue. Oh yeah, don't worry about that. This Steve Harvey, I'm a star. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna look different. Everybody going, no. Yeah, somebody gotta do it.
Steve, you are a star. Now the successes continue. It doesn't seem like you're going to stop anytime soon, to be honest. So is it fair to say you can never be too successful? Is that a fair statement? When does it stop? When is it okay to stop?
Well, that's up to the individual. I think in my line of work, if I retire, what do I do? What? A lot of people retire and they just wither away. They dry up. They sit. I've seen old people retire and they just start folding up. They stop going to work. They stop living. I don't know that I can do that because I'm different now. I'm a motivational speaker. I travel. I'm taking my foundation to Africa. If I stop doing that, what I'm going to do? You know, I was talking to my sons one day. One of my sons is here. And I was telling him, I said, one day I'm going to stop working. You're going to take over. I'm going to be on a yacht out in the middle of the ocean. I want you to send my money to me out on my yacht. He said, okay, Dad, I'm going to send you your money. Then I got to looking at him. I said, he probably ain't going to send me all of it. So I probably need to keep working.